Well, my first 2 years were a huge learning experience. Back in high school, I wasn't really on the social scene because since we didn't have a lot of money and I was so stressed out about being able to make it into college and affording it, I spent all my weekends working. So it was either school or work for me back home. So I got to UNH and I had these scholarships and these grants. I said to myself, I deserve to have fun. So my first semester, I did well. I still did well. I made fairly good decisions and chose to study when it counted. But I will say, like, UNH being a big school and meeting so many new people at once, I made a ton of friends. And yeah, there were definitely nights where I chose to have fun instead of maybe doing what was right. And, I think every student goes through that to some degree, and I do believe in a little room for marginal error. And I've experienced that in my transcript once or twice. However, it is really important that you find out who you really are looking for as far as friends go, who's going to be supportive in your major and in your decisions, and who just simply wants to have fun. You can have fun. I have nothing against that. I still have a lot of fun. I'm always out with friends, and I've just met so many new people, but as I've experienced the past 3.5 years at UNH, I've learned to choose friends who not only want to have fun with you, but they also support you and you support them. And therefore you can all still be successful together and still have a good time on weekends.
College is very, very different. It's not always about books and reading in class. It's all about getting involved. In my school, it's a very small community, but a lot of the students are very involved with different clubs and organizations. So as a first-year student, I wanted to be involved, so I joined different clubs like the Political Science Department Club, Inspiring Minds, a club that brings in diversity to the school. Civil Corps, they're in charge of bringing candidates on campus to discuss different issues. Then my sophomore year, I was like, I want to be involved even more, so I applied to be an RA, and I've been an RA for the last year. So it's been pretty good being involved because it makes you feel like you're part of the school community, and it makes school so much better than just going to classes and coming back doing your homework, but you actually are part of the school community. So being involved is definitely important. When I was in high school, many people thought that I was going to pursue dance as a major, but I always wanted to study political science, especially international relations. So once I knew that I was going to go to college, my focus was on international relations. But at the same time, dance has always been a passion of mine. When I went to school, it's not a dance school, but they did have a dance club, so I got involved with it, and I've been teaching dance for the program ever since I've been in college. And now the program is getting larger and larger. The girls in the team, they get to perform in high schools and basketball games, so it's pretty cool to be able to use one of my passion and also pursue what I'm pursuing in college.
Dorm life. Oh man, freshman year was a blast. I don't know if you want to put this in there, but it was amazing. It was a lot of fun. It would just meet so many people. It's just like, I remember moving into my dorm and seeing girls would walk by and just be waving and saying hi, and that was fun, and that was hard to manage my time with the amount of friends that you meet. It's just so many people that are all there, they're all new, they're all ready to have fun and learn as well. You can't forget about that. A lot of people go there and drop out for a semester, but I managed to buckle down and still have fun, but still work hard and prove that I am a hard worker. But yeah, dorm life is fun. I've lived on the dorms the past 3 years, and now Keene State has a very good community outside of Keene. They have a great main street and all little streets full of college houses all over the place. And my senior year, I'm getting a house off campus, and it should be fun. A couple buddies, it should be fun. So
I chose St. Anselm College because of the environment. I went to the campus and it was beautiful. The people were amazing there. They were so friendly, and it was a very small community, which was definitely one of the things I was looking for in a school. So the fact that it had all of those things really made me drawn to it. I do have an internship that I'm doing this spring that I'm actually working on, meeting with the directors at the YWC in Manchester. So I'm going to be doing that, and I'm really looking forward to it. You know, it's for the domestic like hotline, you know what I mean, for stuff like that. So I think that'll be a great experience that I'm going to have, and I think that just the community service that St. A's offers is amazing. They offer a service learning component to courses where you go out in the community and you do work in the community, and I just think I've done that actually for the last couple years, every semester usually with a course, and I just think that option to be able to do that is great because I've met, you know, awesome people where I've gone into, you know, an organization like Girls Inc. and I've met with the girls in the community and I've talked to them, and my roommate actually works there. So the fact that you see these people around you just so involved and stuff like that, I think is really awesome, and I think I walk away as a better person because of having done stuff like that. So I think that becoming involved is really great.
Yes, it's really great. We have this thing called it's called Mountain Day actually, and it's basically everyone on one given day. Everyone goes up to the mountain and we hike, and you know, there's a cookout, and everyone hikes the mountain together. It's a really good bonding experience. It's always in the first semester, so you know, you don't really know anyone. It's a great way to get to know people, and I guess the kicker is that no one knows when it's coming. Only the college president knows when it's going to be. So, you know, there's always like the hesitation building up to it. You know, when's it going to be Mountain Day? When's it going to be Mountain Day? Oh, it can't be this day because there's a soccer game, or it can't be this day because, you know, there's a play going on. So, I think the suspense is built into it. You know, so it's just a really good thing to get to know your classmates and the people you're going to be going to school with for 4 years. And obviously, a day out of class has never hurt anyone. But yeah, I think it's definitely a cool thing that I kind of heard about, but it's really something you have to go through to really get the full advantage out of it, and it's just something I enjoy, look forward to every year.
One of the clubs that I decided to participate in was the Alternative Spring Break Club, where we were able to go to Dominican Republic and provide healthcare and health education to the kids, to the people over there in a village. And we were able to use our skills from school, from college, to help those people. It really opened my mind that one people can make a difference.
They have many activities here at the college. They have around 20 clubs, and they have cookouts, and they have the volunteering office. It's the service learning office, and I'm proudly, you know, part of that. And it's really nice because you get to know a lot of people, and I went to a lot of places doing volunteering, a lot of different things, and I had the opportunity to go to Costa Rica for a class, and I went to New York through the World Language Club. I went to North Carolina through the Habitat for Humanity with Shirley, and I went to Boston. I went to all these places. It was all part of the activities here at school. And besides that, you know, they have free pizza here at the college. You know, it's a good thing. You know, you're just doing your exams, and you know, you need something quick to eat. You know, they have free pizza over here sometimes at school, so it's really great. And they have ice cream, free ice cream. They have a cookout. They have like all these things. And during the final week exam, you know, they give you a coffee, pizza, candies. It's really nice. So, you know, you are up. You know, you are ready to take the exams. So, you know, you have like all these things around here. So, you know, it's all for you.
At college, when I was going into it, I didn't really expect for me to get so involved, but when I went to Grape A, it was their message in my orientation tour that this school is not just about going in and taking classes, it's about becoming a family and a home in that school. And I really like that message. So when I got there, I got super involved, and I'm in 3 clubs, and I love I'm a president of one, and I'm really proud of that accomplishment. So I've learned a lot to be a leader, and being a leader is it's a huge task that you need to take on, but once you get that, you can really develop your skills well. Act is really an important one for me, and I'm actually still learning because I've taken on 4 classes, 2 jobs, and 4 clubs, which is a lot. But I have my boyfriend, and then I have my friends, and then I have my family. And my family is definitely really important to me. So I do live at home and I do travel. So when I travel, I try and just go home as much as possible, but sometimes studying has to just take priority. But usually I figured it out, and by the end of this semester I got really good grades, and I still kept my family happy and my friends happy. Even at community college, there's a lot of options for that. And the people at community college are actually, at my college specifically, there's a lot of older generation, a lot of younger generation, and it's kind of a good mix to meet people. One of my friends that we had dinner with last night is like 28, and like meeting him and like seeing his perspective of life, and then in a social setting is just, it's interesting, and it teaches you a little bit about the world. But partying is definitely, there's some at Great Bay Community College, I'll tell you, but it's not that bad. And it's not getting in my way for education, but you need to watch out for it and how you do it. So, but I don't know.
So living in a dorm, a lot of people would think that, you're going to end up hating the person you live with, but definitely I think it's one of the best experiences for me because I was able to really get to know who my roommate was. I was able to meet her family, meet her friends, and again, just meet a whole bunch of people, which is essentially, one of the best things about college is meeting people. So living in a dorm was definitely one of the best experiences.
When I was in high school, I knew that I had a lot of decisions to make and that there were a lot of different colleges that I could possibly attend. And I decided to go to the Lakes Region Community College because it was close and convenient, and I knew that they would accept all my grades and that it would be very transferable and very easy. When I first started attending the college, I was not involved at all. I was just going there, taking the class and leaving, going to work and doing my homework, and it was very boring. There wasn't many people that I knew still around because they all had gone off to college, so I wanted to figure out a great way to meet people, so I decided to look into the Student Senate. And I eventually joined, and I became the treasurer. And by doing that, I also heard of the soccer team that our college had offered. So I began playing soccer, and I began doing the work study program, and I just met so many people, and it's just so comfortable when you can walk around the entire campus and know everybody's names and just get along with everybody. It makes going to college a much better experience.